My name is Ofelia Esparza. I am an artist, altar maker, or altarista, and an educator. I was born in East LA in 1932. I've lived here all my life, not far from where I was born. And I've been working in my community for many years now in Dia de los Muertos tradition, which I came upon at Self-Help Graphics in 1979. It's a practice that I learned from my mother in a very humble, private way, as I think other families did. Wherever there are Mexicans throughout the United States, they're celebrating Dia de Muertos. So it's really been something very beautiful and with trepidation, I say at times, because in our country, every tradition, every celebration can become so commercialized that it loses its significance.
Hi, I'm Lalo Alcaraz. I'm a political cartoonist, writer, and occasional cultural consultant in Hollywood. Let me tell you a story. I and a writing partner, Esteban Zul, were called to Sony years ago. 15, 20 years ago, to go pitch a Dia de los Muertos themed animated movie. And we did, although they told us, we like the pretty flowers and the sugar skulls, whatever, but could you keep the death part out of it? Hollywood has been trying to crack this Dia de los Muertos holiday thing for a very long time. A Disney fan found this listing for a trademark. And so when a company does a trademark for something, it's because it wants to sell T-shirts or Happy Meals or something like that with the name they're trademarking, right? The working title of the movie was Dia de los Muertos. And this makes a case for diversity in legal offices, because the Disney attorneys did not think twice that trademarking another country's, Mexico's, and Central America too, holiday, that was not a good idea. They thought it was just fine, part of doing business.
Hi, my name is Betty Avila, and I'm the Executive Director of Self-Help Graphics and Art. Self-Help Graphics started celebrating Dia de los Muertos in the early 1970s, right at the start of the organization's trajectory as well. The co-founders were interested in providing a cultural celebration, that wasn't Cinco de Mayo, that wasn't totally commodified, and that was truly grounded in the culture of the community. As Day of the Dead has become more ubiquitous, it's everywhere. You see stuff at Target and Walmart and the 99-cent store, and it's just now part of this season. It's a more known and understood practice. This sort of blueprint or template of how to celebrate it is a direct influence from Self-Help Graphics, right? Because what we do here is not necessarily what happens in people's homes, in communities where this is a cultural tradition.
Of course, we know that, since the 70s, Chicano artists have been bringing the Dia de los Muertos tradition. It's a beautiful, visual, spectacular tradition to the United States. And even in Mexico, it hadn't been a national kind of a holiday. There's some places that celebrate it extensively in the South and in other urban areas in Mexico, maybe here and there, but it wasn't really a huge tradition until now. Mexican culture is already a super popular culture all across the planet. I think that's fantastic, and I think we should get more of it, more.
Something my mother told me many years ago, when I asked her about, the altar, I don't know how old I was, but she said that we all suffer 3 deaths, and that the first death is the day that we give our last breath, the day that we die. And the second death is the day that we're buried, never to be seen on the face of the earth again. And the third, but the most dreaded death of all, is to be forgotten.